What's going on? What's going on? Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe. And guess we won. We won. Great game tonight. Great games tonight out in Arizona. Man, I wish I was there. I wasn't, but I'm going to do everything I can to get you up to speed. And as always, this show is interactive for one reason, and that is because, as the man of the people, I have to be available to take your questions. And the only way I can take your questions are through these live broadcasts. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And hey, it's late. It's a Sunday night. I know a lot of us are football fans. Primetime games come on. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right on into things that I want to talk about tonight. And Andre Cunningham, let me go put this. I know we surprised a lot of people. I'm going to be honest. You guys should know that my family is harder on me than anyone else. So I did not exactly predict and feel like the Carolina Panthers would win today. And, the household quickly reminds me as the game is ending that, see, y'all said that we was going to lose. And, hey, I was wrong. The Carolina Panthers, I think we surprised more than a lot of people. I think the coaching staff is surprised and probably pleasantly surprised. So I got a few things that I want to go over. And as always, leave your questions below. I work for you. I'm going to go through some things, and then we're going to go through all of your questions. This was a great game. And, of course, we're going to talk about Cam Newton because he is the biggest personality ever. But we're going to talk about everybody. All right, so let's go and look at some things. I know this graphic may be a slightly bit blurry, but I'm going to break it down for you. So this is the passing for today. P.J. Walker was 22 of 29. 22 of 29. He was almost a 76% completion rate today. I don't think anybody expected that. And again, I know Cam Newton's going to overshadow this because he is the much bigger personality. He is an MVP. He's a Super Bowl player, and that they had a game in there. So I get that part, but I'm here to make sure that I give just dues to everybody. And P.J. Walker played a really, really good game. His stats, 22 of 29, 167 yards. He had that one interception, brought his pass rate now to a 74.9. But I think I really, really like the way that P.J. Walker played. Now, let's get to Cam Newton. Cam Newton was outstanding. Who would have thought that the first two times that this guy touches the ball, and I'll tell you what, I felt like he was going to play today, but I did not think that he was going to come in that early. They obviously had a plan for Cam coming into this game, and that was, hey, if we get within scoring distance, scoring range in the red zone, let's make Cam our guy. And pregame, and I'm going to say when I was wrong, I didn't see it this way pregame. I didn't see it this way, and that we needed to bring Cam in the red zone. And I'm not saying that I didn't believe that he would be effective. I just didn't feel like it was a requisite that we have to bring Cam Newton in. Because I know that P.J. Walker can run and scramble as well. But here's what I forget. Sorry, Cam Newton, I forgot about it. You're like 6'4", 200. I forget how big this guy is, but he's huge. He's huge. And can run over people like P.J. Walker can't. So he comes in. I'm thinking that he's not going to make it because he's not running as fast as he used to be. And he kind of like pushes the guy and just kind of trots away. And I'm like, oh, dang, I forgot about Cam being such a big threat running the ball because of his size, not alone his speed. Defense is playing lights out at the beginning of the game. We get another turnover. We get in scoring position again. I got my water with me this time, so I don't have to wait for my wife. And what happens? I'm like, okay, this play isn't going to work. And then he dumps it off to Robbie Anderson. And if you haven't seen, let me see if I can pull it up really quickly. Good thing post game. Check this out, man. Look at all the love and the energy you're going to hear that Cam Newton bringing to the team. Look at this. This was post game. Post game, you got your boy Robbie Anderson, H Boogie, having a press conference together. You don't even see that. Cam jokingly said, might have been true, that he wants to get on the plane. He's ready to go. So he decided to do his press conference with Robbie Anderson. But Robbie Anderson is happy. And I don't think it's just because of Cam. I think it's PJ. And I'm not saying to like throw extra shade at Sam, right? But anytime that you're struggling with a quarterback, and it could have been anyway, it could have been Barkley coming in there. You're going to be happy that you're getting a fresh face to try to get some new chemistry with and get you to some success because Robbie wants to win. So Robbie was happy to get that early touchdown from Cam, and this team just rolled. 17 points in the first quarter is something that this team hasn't had since the Super Bowl run back in 2015. I think it was week 14. 17 points. We have not been anywhere close to that, and we did it today. Arizona has still played solid, even though they don't have Kyler, and today they didn't have Hopkins, I believe. Still have played decent, and they have a great defense. We shut them out in the first half, a first half shutout. So without a doubt, and I'm going to run through these stats, and certainly you guys are leaving your questions. I see that now. I appreciate it. Continue to leave those questions. The energy that this entire team had from top to bottom, every position, made this the best team playing game I've seen all season. This team that played today, and Coach Rule, he said, and I'm glad that he said this, he challenged the team to say, okay, this is great today. It's good. This is awesome. We're going to enjoy this, but let's see if we can do it two times in a row. Let's see if we can do it again next week against the Washington football team, who played a great game today and beat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks. So overall, the standings, I don't think I made a graphic for it. I might try to make it if we don't go too long on the time here today. I don't want to say too long tonight because it's a Monday Night Football game coming on, and I will be back tomorrow night, and we can talk in depth about some things that I don't touch tonight, but extremely, extremely great win tonight. So didn't show you, but here's Cam Newton's stats: 3 of 4, 8 yards, 1 touchdown. He had a 116 passer rate. Let's go ahead and go talk about the rushing as well. All right. So, let's go ahead and talk about it. Christian McCaffrey, 13 carries, 95 yards, 7.3 yard average. 7.3 yard average. Christian McCaffrey is a remarkable talent. And you'll see here the total number of rushes right there where Coach Rule believes we need to be. He wants about 34, 35. We actually had 37 for 166 yards. All the backs did pretty decent today. Shouts out to Chuba Hubbard, got his first touchdown. Unfortunately, he had a fumble. I'm sure they're going to talk to him about that because that's the second fumble, and I'm not exactly sure how many games, but too many fumbles there by Chuba. But Chuba, congratulations on getting your first rushing touchdowns. But you see, pretty balanced between Chuba and Amir. 9 carries both apiece. Cam had 3, PJ had 3 again, 37, 2 touchdowns. All right, let's go to the receiving side. I didn't sort this prior, my bad, but Christian McCaffrey, let me know how you guys feel about this. Let me know how you feel about Christian McCaffrey having the most targets. I know he's talented, extremely talented. So is DJ Moore, so is Robbie Anderson. And I know he also has an extra leg up, if you will, on DJ and Robbie, and that he could be an outlet. These guys are downfield running routes, so they're way over here near the hash, and he's over here near the sideline. And then you have Christian that can come out the backfield. Completely different dynamic, so that I might have to be explaining to myself. But anyway, Christian McCaffrey has most of the receptions and targets with 10 targets. And I'm sorry. Yeah, he was 10 of 10. He was perfect. 10 targets, 10 receptions, 66 yards. Robbie Anderson and had 6 targets, 4 receptions, had a nice average there of 9.3. DJ Moore, 7 targets, 4. Only had 24 yards. I don't know. I guess I'll be very, very nitpicky. I feel like we could do a little bit better with that passing attack, a little bit better. But you know what, Chris, talking to myself, keep it in check. PJ Walker did have his first start. Things need to be simplified. So I'm not gonna pick on that too much. But there's our receiving, 25 receptions, 175 yards. Now, I said at the beginning of the game, was one of the few things that I got right. I didn't get right about about Cam playing as much as I thought he would. And then I really did not think that we would win today. But here's what I said regarding us winning today. One of the things that I felt like needed to happen was pregame, there was, I won't say excitement, but the thought process was if Kyler Murray's out and Hopkins is out, then we have a good chance of winning. I'm like, I'm not worried about the offensive side of the Cardinals. I'm worried about the defensive side of the Cardinals because our defense has played good all year long. That's not a problem on who's on the other side of the ball. The problem is our offense is not putting up points to give our defense a chance to get off the field more and for us to win the game ultimately. That happened today. Our offense scored both times that there were turnovers early on in the game. Got us at the early 14-0 lead, and again was 17-0 by the end of the first quarter. Final score in this game today, which I don't think I've said yet, was Panthers 34, Arizona Cardinals 10. Great game, great game, great game. But let's go ahead and show some of these defensive stats. Shaq Thompson. I'm going to try my best to get a Shaq Thompson interview. I haven't put in a request, but I'm going to put one in today. Please, when I ask you to subscribe, when I ask you to like videos, this is why. The larger my subscribers are, the more likes my videos are getting, the easier it is for me to put in a request, say, hey, I want to talk to Shaq Thompson. And I don't have to worry about, well, we got to let him talk to ESPN first or this outlet first. Like, I can get in that list and get him on. So please take a moment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. It helps me do what I love to do, which is working for you all, talking to these players and asking questions that you all want to know answers to. But let's show Shaq Thompson had 6 tackles, had a sack, and yeah, he was my defensive player of the game. I know Dante Jackson had the interception and Hassan Reddick played well too, but the way that Shaq Thompson flies around and hits people is extremely impressive to me. Very, very impressive. I believe that is all that I have that I wanted to really show you. See scrolling down the bottom, please leave me your comments and questions for Coach Rule. We'll get to talk to Coach tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to ask yet, but hey, I work for you. I want to know what you want me to ask, and I'm going to try to find a way to get in there and get those questions. So let's go to some comments here. Let me first, let me start going over these comments because I don't want to talk too long. A few notes from the press conferences from the coach. I think I said everything that I wanted to from Coach Rule. Now, he did say this. Coach Rule did say he pleaded. Well, he just made the statement. I'm not going to tell you too much about who is going to start next week. Will PJ Walker start? Will Cam Newton start? He says that's one of the few advantages that he has going for him right now is having that dynamic. I think it's the NFL, so you can't completely keep it a secret. I believe that teams will be preparing for both quarterbacks. But I do think that the thing that he has going for him is they don't know what all Cam Newton is going to do yet. So in my opinion, as I say this to you, I feel like we should keep a little bit of the PJ Walker, Cam Newton balance for another week. Give Cameron Newton a chance to develop and learn the system a little bit more. Put in some wrinkles that you don't have to show yet, possibly against the Washington football team. And then your next matchup, that's when you go ahead and say, all right, Cam, you're the full starter now, and you have the whole bag of tricks at your disposal. Gives you a little bit longer time to put the defensive coordinator potentially on his heels because he doesn't have the tape of Cam Newton doing all these other things. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into some questions now because I want to make sure that I spend time talking to you all and not just going blah, 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 blah. I already read that comment, so I'm going to keep it moving. Thoughts on Theodore? Thought he held his own and looked decent. Much better than Sam. Thoughts on Theodore? What are you talking about? Brandon Pope, who are you talking about? I'm sorry, I honestly don't know who you're talking about with that statement there. But I'm going to wait for your comment and I'll come back to it. While Zobot appeared, Cam is back. Yes, Cam is back. Want to give me that picture of Chin behind you? No, I can't gift you that picture of Jeremy Chin behind me, but I appreciate it. And look, sorry about you see this. I got a little bit more decorating to do behind me, so please don't pick on the background too much, all right? But glad that you like the picture. Someone breathing down your throat and at your neck will always make you do better. I enjoy seeing the beast from the East back on the field. Cam is a tight end that can run and throw the ball. So, yeah, man, he definitely had Cam and will continue to have Cam breathing down his neck for that starting position. He did say tonight in the press conference that he knows that there's a possibility that Cam Newton may start next week against the Washington football team, but he also understood that's part of the business. But he's going to do everything he can to continue to make his impact and make the most of his opportunities when he has it. All right. So that's something that you understand that a lot of these people have. Ali Bodrick, welcome back. Welcome back. The vibe, hey, I appreciate you saying the vibe because you can't see my thing that says Charlotte Vibe, but the vibe was high. I mean, the offensive line played well. Did we have any sacks today? I don't think there were any sacks. No, we allowed no sacks. No sacks against the Arizona Cardinals. And I tried to look it up really quickly before I got on here. I didn't find it, but I know this Arizona Cardinals defense is a top 10 defense, if not a top 5. I know they're up there. They are a very good defense. They did not have any sacks at all. And PJ Walker, in his 29 attempts, was not back there running for his life. So the vibe, yeah, it was all around. The offense played well. The offensive line played well. The quarterback played well. The defensive line played well. The cornerbacks played well. Special teams did. How about Zane Gonzalez? If you're not following Zane Gonzalez, please follow Zane. I told him I was going to be his hype man until he gets 1,000. Why does our kicker have a verified account on Twitter? The NFC Player of the Week for special teams, 4 for 4 today. I don't know how many field goals in a row that he's made. I think it's nearing 20. Please go and follow Zane. And if you don't know how, just go to my Twitter account. You'll see it pinned at the very top, my interview with Zane. Click on it and follow the guy. Please help me out. Do that for my man Zane. But yes, good things going all around. We did indeed get off to a fast start. Absolutely. Christian McCaffrey had more total yards than the Cardinals team had. That is correct. So the Cardinals, and I don't have this stat to show on the screen, they had 104 yards passing. They had 65 yards rushing. So that's about 169 yards total for the Arizona Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey had, and I'm doing quick math, I'm going to give him 100 yards rushing, 66 yards. So they're basically dead even. All right, and I'm laughing. I got to put this up on the screen right now. My wife is going to love this. Here it is. Super chat from my man B. Evans, $9.90. I'm curious why you picked the number $9.99 and not $10. Not that I'm begging for the extra penny, but I've never seen it. Like, is there like a little slider bar that helps you stop right at the $9.99? But yes, I will, because of that donation, I will have my background decor fixed for the next game. There's some stuff on the floor that have fallen, some things right there that fell down. It looks like my picture's a little crooked, but yes, background decor will be addressed. Appreciate you, B. Evans, for that super chat. Hey, as always, super chats are so tremendously welcome. I know earlier talking about, hey, Chris, you haven't traveled since the Green Bay game. You got traumatized. And I said, no, it's really a budget thing. So somebody asked me, how can I help you to travel to the game? Trust me, I wanted to be out in Arizona. But hey, if you guys have buddy passes, some miles that you want to give me, that's the reason why I didn't travel. So donations, hey, appreciate it. Let's keep it moving. Taylor Styles, nice win. I was so pumped. But if they start Cam next week, do you think it could create tension, or do you think Cam is fine playing a Taysom Hill role if that's the decision? Well, let me say this. I know Cam has talked about this not being about him, and I believe that it's not about him. I don't, with the money that they're paying Cam and the potential that Cam has, I don't see him staying in a Taysom Hill kind of scenario when they haven't yet helped him learn everything in the book, right? The playbook. Now, if PJ Walker starts, like he played good today, he didn't play like fantastic. He played really, really good. He did not lose the game. So I think because of that, you may see a blended Cam and PJ Walker a little bit longer. I really hope the coaching staff considers that, because again, if Rule wants some competitive advantage about not exposing the secrets of what Cam can do, then just keep him at this hybrid mode until you have to put him into that full starter. I think that does give you an advantage. But ultimately, I know they want Cam as a starter, and he certainly has the capability to be a much better starter than PJ Walker. But in the meanwhile, Cam says, hey, holding people accountable, making everybody better. He doesn't want it to be about him. He wants to win. And so that's my sense. CMC can beat any linebacker one-on-one, says Andre Cunningham. Big facts. Wide receivers need to get more involved. They not getting separation, and DJ is disappointing me. So I had to watch the TV broadcast just like you all. I'll be able to watch some more film tomorrow and see the complete film and see about the separation and everything. But I really think that Christian McCaffrey was purposely, I know Coach Matt Rule said that Christian being a focal part of the passing game was emphasized this week. And quarterbacks benefit from having an outlet like Christian McCaffrey. You know, I was starting to talk about how many passes that he gets, but then I started thinking through it. I'm like, okay, he is the greatest safety valve there is. So I feel like he got all the touches for a valid reason. It's safe, it's comfortable, and he's good. So I understand why it's happening so far. David got goosebumps this game. We might mess around and go to the Super Bowl, man. That would be, nothing was better than that season when we went to the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that. Best defense in the NFL. If the offense can have sustainable competence, we can be dangerous. Taylor Styles, if I could super chat you for that, I would, because I agree 100%. Hey, Andre said hit the like button. David says hit the like button. All right, thoughts on Teddy? Teddy? What do you mean, Teddy? Brandon, I think I'm not following anything that you're saying tonight. And I feel like maybe I'm a little too excited that I'm not following you. PJ, sorry, I'm on a different planet tonight. Now I understand what you said, because I was thinking maybe you're talking about PJ. I was like, Teddy? Teddy who? Yeah, I think you said Theodore. But anyway, thoughts on PJ Walker? PJ Walker played a very, very good game. Cam's going to overshadow him any day unless he just goes ballistic. In terms of PJ Walker goes ballistic, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns or something like that. You know, Cam was responsible for the touchdowns. So you got to give that to Cam for having the bulk of the attention. He ran one in and then he threw one. PJ Walker did not throw a touchdown. PJ Walker did not run in a touchdown. But PJ Walker played a very good game. He had the one interception, which I can take one interception from a guy who before the game, you could be afraid of what all you're going to get from him. So really, really good game from PJ Walker, in my opinion, tonight. PJ, I thought I talked Philip. Chris, you're a good guy. Steve has got to make it into your intro video. I'm going to try not to play it too much, man, because I love it. I don't have like a big intro thing together, but I thought I was going to play it.
You a good guy, Chris. You a good guy. I'm just playing.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out something to keep using, but I don't want you guys to get tired of that. I got another clip. One of my favorite clips of talking with Cam Newton was when he said that I would win the race that the media had a couple of years ago for the 40-yard dash, and I did win. So that was a good conversation as well with Cam back in the day. Anthony Rochelle says, great win. Brandon Pope, any idea how fans get those player arrival passes? Is it something that given to the media? And no, so the media doesn't get those player arrival passes. And I think, Brandon, you're talking about the ability to come and see the players at the home games when they're walking up. I could ask about that. I don't know anything about that. So one thing that I like to let people know is, because I'm with media, we just operate on a whole different entrance and way that we get into games. And I don't know about a lot of things that fans can get to have an increased game day experience, because I never go through it. But I will try to figure that out if you could answer that question. Anthony Rochelle says we still have a chance. Yeah, we still have a chance. Let me go ahead and bring up the standings. Let me see if I can quickly show you all the standings for the current we currently have. And then I'm getting out of here. Let's see. Standings. Trying to bring it up real quick. We are currently in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh place. Seventh place in the conference. So that is currently a playoff spot. We are currently, sorry, I'm going to have to talk you through this. I don't know how to put this on my screen quickly in this video. Trying to read this thing. All right, so yeah, currently we're in playoffs. We're in the seventh playoff spot, third in the NFC South. So as it stands today, while I'm talking to you guys, we have 3 teams from the NFC South that are in the playoffs. We have the Bucks, we have the Saints, and we have us, the Carolina Panthers. So definitely playoff potential right there. Cam is back. Yes, he is. Chris Johnson, what's going on? That's what I'm talking about. You find out, let me know, please. Trying to get Riley some. So I will find that out about how that's got. And if Brandon, if I forget, please remind me. Reddick is top 5 sack leader also. And Anthony Rochelle saying that's awesome. So as you may see scrolling across the bottom of the screen, leave your comments. Leave your questions for Coach Rule in the comments below. Again, leave your questions for Coach Rule in the comments below. Have the opportunity to talk with him tomorrow, and I work for you. So if there's some burning questions that you fans have, let me know. Other than asking who's going to start this next Sunday versus the Washington football team, because he has already indicated that he's not giving that one away. Appreciate everybody for watching. Great show. Sunday Night Football is on. I want to go watch. Going to go spend some time with the family. Thank you all so much for your support, for your likes, for your subscriptions, and your super chats. This is Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe. Oh, one more thing. All right, Brandon, I gotta go ahead and put this one in here. One more thing. He says, how's the baby? The baby's doing good. Hey, here's something so my son's name is Cyrus. And it's funny. I picked this name for a very good reason. I'm not going to take too long to tell you that. But it's Cyrus. I've looked, he has this really nice baby bag with his name on the back. He is now about to be 8 weeks old. And not until tonight, when for some reason, I looked at the bag and I was like, wow, both of our names are 5 letters. And it's almost completely interchangeable. So it's CY. And I'm like, you take the Y and put an H, you move that. Like, if you substitute our letters perfectly, like his name says my name. Anyway, he's doing awesome. Not sleeping through the night, but it's certainly sleeping longer through the night. And it's been good. Shouts out to the wife for being the superstar that she is, that helps me still work and get some sleep and do these things like come on and do these videos. So Brandon, thank you so much for asking. Everybody else, thank you so much for watching. Chris Jenkins signing off for Charlotte Vibe. I'll be back tomorrow night live at 7 p.m. for our Ask Me Your Carolina Panther questions. Special guest, former Carolina Panther wide receiver Ted Ginn Jr. will join me to talk about the return of Cam Newton to this Carolina Panthers team. So I hope you'll set your reminder to join me tomorrow. Thanks again.